Hello, viewers. There's nobody here, so I don't know what to do with you. If you want to come on into the show, come on in. I'll be glad to tell you what the story was tonight. I really don't understand why Ryan would fucking jump to a band hammer like that fast when I was just whipping up content and viewers for the show, but that's all right. We'll talk about it. Oh, come on. Somebody jump on in here. I can't talk to myself all night. I'll be boring as hell. I'm not a host. I'm not a co-host. I'm a writer. Yep. David came in but then jumped out. And I can promise you, no one will be banned.
Motherfucker.
What's up, Carrie?
I'm just checking this.
Go
I'm
ahead,
not
go.
staying here. I am not even dressed. Unbelievable. I don't have a headset on. My boots.
That would be even better to come on then, wouldn't it?
My face is disgusting. Oh my god. I just get clean.
Your face is never disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Never.
I can't see who's even in here. Is it just you?
It's me, it's you. Let's see, we got someone named Ted. We've got Ive. Speak up, guys.
Uh-oh, this one's dead. Where's this Google? Okay. It has to. I have no life? Oh, hello. I have. All right, let me at least. I can't even tell you. I look like a rag.
Oh, you don't look like a rag. Stop it.
Yes, I just went in and just washed my whole face and said, oh, I think I'll clean the bathroom because my help didn't show up today. So, okay, well, I'm clicking.
That's okay. You can hide in the darkness. That's fine.
Well, this is terrible. Well, you don't even see my face. How do we make it? Wait, I have to change it somewhere.
I think you can add the picture from the start.
Oh, okay, yeah, change that. I'm trying to figure it out. You know, I should know already.
No, you shouldn't. We've been playing with this for days. We haven't figured it out at all.
I just,
Hey,
there's people. All right. You know what? Wait 1 second. I'll put a bra on and I'll come back.
Atta girl.
So, like, I'm a rag. I can't even.
You're not a rags.
Such a rag. All right. I was only playing. All right. Do I leave or just stay here?
Well, I want you to come on without the bra on, but if you
No,
want to put the bra on first, that's
no,
fine.
don't. He said no, don't. All right, I'll be right back in 2 minutes. Send the link to Ian because he was going to come in.
Yeah, bring it on.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to mute myself. Am I allowed to mute myself? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Top of the screen. There you go. Hey, Tom, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, I got other people sending me other links. Everybody's in other places. I got Sheila sending me something, and I say your thing.
I was just asked to start this chat up, so I said, all right, fine, I'll start one.
Yeah, no,
It's just so funny, isn't it? Whoop, we frozen up here? There we go. Hey, Sheila.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
It's a fun night, isn't it?
Crazy night, man.
Jesus.
So what was the hot topic in the wrap up there before?
I think the biggest
I
topic
would just,
was Ivy.
Was Ivy? Oh, just how she got involved with all that, which was just total bullshit anyway. But
yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
just she's always plugging stuff and trying to earn money.
Mm-hmm. Well, she really is always trying to earn money. I mean, that's real.
Yeah.
Although I mean, even though she might be playing it up for the show, I'm sure she might be exaggerating it.
I don't think it is.
Right. No, what I'm saying is I've been in her presence. I see that she is trying to do that in real life. I'm just saying I don't know how that relates to what's on the show. I mean, she still might be exaggerating certain things of her real self. Is what I'm saying.
No, could be.
I mean, she seems to be exaggerating other things. So I'm saying she might be exaggerating that aspect too. You know what I mean? Like I don't even know what the hell she was talking about with the hummus restaurant and the guys with the gonzo. I mean, that didn't even make any sense. So some of these things make no sense up to me.
Like
immediately. So
it's like sending Ryan a salad to Canada.
Right. No, yeah. So clearly that's a joke. It doesn't make any sense. So I mean, the money things, but it's true. I mean, I went to her party last week, and she was trying to make money through doing that party. I thought the money was to promote the hats, but the money was actually to get people in the club, and that's how she was getting paid to bring people in the club. The hats were just a pretext to have, nothing about it was really promoting the hats. I mean, wasn't anyone there was going to hear about the hats or buy hats or anything,
So she was promoting herself.
Well, no, it wasn't even promoting herself. It was just to show that she could get people in the club so that they would pay her, that she had a party.
But isn't that promoting herself?
No, because she didn't even care about herself.
Club, so she's getting paid. Well, yeah. She's bringing the people in.
Right, but it's like she doesn't care what it's promoting. I mean, she's just trying to get the people into she said she was going to bring 20 people. And by saying it was about her hat, so people would, her friends would come,
Mm-hmm.
That in this instance.
She would get a commission for bringing in 20 people into a restaurant.
I don't really understand because we didn't pay. None of us paid to get in, so it didn't really make any sense to me. But
No. But the idea is that if you can guarantee that you can bring in 20 paying customers in to buy food, eat food, then you get a commission for making that sale.
No, I know, but I'm saying that I don't think any of us paid anything because they actually had free something, but they probably didn't have unlimited free things for us. Like they brought out some crappy tea in bottles that no one liked. Now I didn't even try it, but they had some kind of thing there.
Tea.
People tried it and didn't like it. So maybe after that they then ordered something else because they didn't have anything that they liked, or I don't know what. Or maybe they bought some food because they were already there. So maybe they figured just getting people in there and then somebody will spend some money, or it fills up the place while other people come in. I don't know what the thinking is, but
So maybe from the outside it looks like it's full and
Yeah,
exciting.
so I don't know what the deal is, but the whole point of it was just to get people there, is what I'm saying. The hats were an afterthought, really. It's just,
Maybe it's like an insurance scam. You know, if we can get 20 people in here, then we can
and
call it a tax write-off or something.
and a lot of the people who came stayed for 5 minutes and then immediately left. I mean, they immediately. I don't know. Maybe it's because they saw no one else was there.
You know where this would make sense if like there was a band playing and the band is paying to play, right?
Right.
And so in that sense, you're trying to attract random audience people to kind of come in so that you get your money's worth of.
Yeah, I mean, I could
audience.
I could see if a band was playing and she promised them that she could bring people in there, and it was, we would be like people like were making fun of like Twitter followers or whatever, I mean, so if you had people paying. And, so she made it look like, I'll bring you a crowd. And then the crowd came in, and the crowd didn't care at all about your band anyway and walked out after 5 minutes, which is what.
So you didn't pay. There was no band.
Right.
Boy, I didn't realize you could.
No, there was no band. It was just to watch the Kentucky Derby, which takes 3 minutes, or 2 minutes, whatever it takes, a minute. I don't. But I mean, you were there before, and then you're. I don't know.
That is just.
I couldn't really figure out why anyone was in this club. I mean, I don't know why people were in this club at 6 o'clock at night. Now, forget the people who were there for this party, but I mean, there were other people there just randomly, and like a table full of girls in their early 20s, and I don't know why they were there. Like, I could see later at night coming to the party, but why you were there at 6 o'clock at night on a sunny day?
Hey, so whatever happened to that first time that you hung out with Ivy and you went to crash some party or something like that?
Right. It was kind of funny. I mean, the whole point was she wanted to meet R. Crumb, the artist.
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't know how. Honestly, I don't even know how much she really thought that my being there would get her in. But maybe there was something legitimate to that. I was saying it wouldn't. We go down to the party. And she's like, I'm sorry, this is Eitan Mirsky. He's got to get into the party. Oh, well, what is the name? They're looking on this list. Now, granted, this was not like a really big party. Although maybe if it was bigger, it would have been better, because that would have, they wouldn't have cared about 2 more people. This is in a small townhouse. It's like a museum of animation. It's some kind of society of illustrators. So they were sorry, we don't have that name on the. And I'm like staring at the wall because I don't want to look like I'm trying to get in, because this is too humiliating for me. So I'm just like looking aloof, like I don't know. This is my agent here. She's trying to get me in. I don't know. Like I'm dissatisfied about this. And then she keeps insisting, like, no, this is Eitan Mirsky. He wrote the song. You wrote the song in American Splendor. Like, they're thinking, like, I don't give a shit. What the hell? He wrote the song. Who gives a crap? Whatever he sung. And she keeps insisting he's got to be. Well, the publicist, they're saying, well, I don't know what's going. What are you talking about? No, the publicist told us to come down here. The publicist. Then finally, someone in charge comes. The publicist told us to come down here. Well, who? Do you have a name? No, John, whatever. I don't know. She's making up a name that made no sense. I think she actually had a name. Supposedly, she actually had a name, and she couldn't remember it. So maybe if she had remembered some of these actual things, it might have helped get. She insists some of these things would have gotten her in, but certainly my name didn't help. One guy was like,
so you got bounced. Okay.
Yeah, well, we didn't get in. But anyway, one guy was like, she's like, he wrote the song, and he's like, oh, congratulations. So at least one guy was like, actually, I was like, oh, that's good. But they still weren't letting us in. And it got really good. It's just like, so the person from such and such told us to come. And then that person said, well, I am that person from such and such. And then, I mean, they didn't have a name. I mean, she wasn't mentioning a name, but it was like, that person is the representative of that organization. There's no one else could be in charge of that organization. And she's saying, I didn't say that, so I don't know what you're talking about. So, yeah, we didn't get in. So then we went to the Starbucks around the corner. We came back at 11 because that was when it was supposed to end, and our crumb was walking out. So as he walked down the street 20 feet, whatever, to get a cab, she accosted him and said, oh, come on the, she gave him the car to come on the Kermit and Friends show. tomorrow night. And he said, well, tomorrow night I'm busy. How about any other night? No, I'm busy every other night of my life. No, he didn't say that, but he was like, oh, thank you. I'll take that card. And they just got into a cab. And actually, as he was walking, there was a woman with him that was a person that was like a friend of friends of mine. I used to be the musical guest at this particular comedy show. I mean, this small comedy show in the basement of a bar in
Joe's Pub?
No, that's a big place. No, this Lolita Bar. Lolita Bar, it's a couple blocks below Delancey. Anyway, small, like, total small things. Anyways, guy I knew had this comedy show, so along with the comedy, they'd have a musical guest. So I was there a couple of times, and there was someone else who was the musical guest who's in Crumb's band. So she was walking with Crumb, so I'm like, oh, this is even more embarrassing now, because someone who actually might even know who I am is what, and so I was just like stood off to the side. Well, but someone actually recognized Ivy and was saying like, oh yeah, you're from the Stern Show or whatever. So someone on the street who was kind of with Crumb but didn't get in the cab with Crumb recognized Ivy. So anyway, that was it. Obviously, I don't really understand what Crumb was supposed to do for her. I mean, even it's like you're doing this cartoon. You want to do a cartoon that somehow involved animals having sex, but why is Crumb going to get involved in that? He's like the guy's one of the most famous, illustrators in the world. Why is he getting involved? Like, if you just want someone to draw, get anybody. Oh, sorry.
Well, I guess because he had a specialty in that, in animating cartoon characters having sex or something.
Yeah, but she didn't even realize that. She was like, "What is he famous for?" I'm like, "Well, he did this. He did Fritz the Cat." Like when I told her she did Fritz the Cat. What?
I was gonna ask who did Fritz the Cat, but you answered the question.
Yeah, he did Fritz the Cat. So that was appropriate, but she didn't remember that.
I think Sheila just did Fritz the Cat.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Sheila was a character in it.
Oh yeah.
I was explaining to her all the things that Crumb did. She didn't even know that Crumb had done the things that he had done. Oh,
So
Ivy was connected. Ivy went out with the son of the guy who created Ziggy or something, and was one of Crumb's earliest bosses. The son wasn't Crumb's boss. The father, I mean, was
Cartoon Ziggy?
Yeah, I think the cartoon Ziggy, the guy who created it, something Wilson, like Tom Wilson or something, was Crumb's earliest boss in Cleveland, I guess. I don't know. So that was another connection. She dropped that name very fast in the 20 feet while he walked to the cab.
Well, when we went to the that night, we were all offering John Mazza some money, and then Ivy said, hey, if he doesn't want it, I'll take it. Like, what are we going to give you our money for?
Well, I don't think, I mean, I guess she would have taken it, but I didn't take it that could really be taken seriously. I mean, she knew we weren't going to give it to her.
I paid for her dinner at the other thing.
No, it's true that she would take it, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think she expected anyone to actually give her money that we would have given to him. Like, why would anyone do that?
Yeah.
I mean, like the way she was saying it wasn't deceiving anyone to give her the money. You know what I'm saying?
Have these events with her, Eitan, has it always been free?
What?
Have you had to pay to go to any of the events you've gone to with her?
I never paid to anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you did have to pay for her too.
No, there was nothing else. I didn't go to any. There were her events, like that movie party that we went to. That actually was a legitimate thing that she organized. Part, and I have to say that in all these cases, well, because she's trying to get people. I don't know, especially with that other small thing. I mean, she's trying to get people there. She keeps telling me to come. I'm not, she keeps trying to get me to come. Whether she's just trying to fill the places up. But that movie party was pretty crowded, so I don't. But
it feels like Ivy is kind of helped. I mean, do you feel like she's helped with like your social life, or she's just kind of mucking it up?
No, neither way. But I mean, I go to these things because I'm just trying to see whether it would help my social life. But I mean, I wouldn't say that it did. Well, that movie party kind of did. I ran into somebody that I had met a couple years ago, which was nice. And people were talking to me there, but I mean, whatever. They gave me their cards or whatever. But I didn't really follow up on it. But that movie.
So it's
movie
New York
opening.
City sounds like a really just crazy place. I mean, where everybody is just hobnobbing with everybody. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, and even that Kentucky Derby party, and even though nobody was there, actually, there was really no one there. There was an actress there at the other table who was from Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I, although evidently I don't even know if she's got a speaking part.
She's the mute.
No, the reason is because I'm saying I've never seen the show. But when I was getting my hair cut a couple weeks ago, my hairstylist said, "Oh, you see that woman? There's this woman who's like 6 feet tall with blonde hair, really kind of androgynous looking." And my hairdresser said, "Oh, you see that woman? She's on Orange is the New Black." So when I saw the same woman at this party, and I was telling Ivy she was from Orange is the New Black. She was hesitant to go over and ask her that, so I just went over and said, "Do you live in Forest Hills? I was in the hairstyling place. You were in there a couple of weeks ago." So I just kind of broke the ice that way. And then, I don't know, if you ever see on Facebook, we got some pictures with her. I think she's in a lot of episodes. Maybe she's just in the background or something, but she was showing
She's
us
a woman wearing uniform.
She was showing some other, like, she's a recurring figure, but like I guess just how they have to populate that the jail is going on there, but that they're these prisoners that are always there maybe, but don't really necessarily say anything.
There's a guy who's made his career being sort of like. You know what I'm talking about?
That heavy guy, he's always the nerdy guy.
Yeah, the heavy nerdy guy.
And he's been doing it for 10
he never has a speaking part.
I thought that was a joke because how could the guy be in like year after year? He doesn't look like he doesn't look like he gets any older. And he's always right in the shot. He's not even.
He's like the quintessential, you know.
I went to film school and I made a film. At film school, and it required a senior citizen, and I got this guy who had been an executive in the garment district, and he wanted to be in film, and after he retired, and he had written a letter to, the guy was nuts, he wrote a letter to Mel Brooks saying, this is my lifelong dream. Of course, Mel Brooks like never replied to him. Anyway, he ended up in my movie, and after being my movie, he got some jobs as extras, and he was pestering people just to get in the front, like to get in the shot, you know. And they had to tell him, like, look, get out of the way. He was recounting, like he had been in finally got an extra thing in with that movie with Robert De Niro and Meryl Streep, whatever that was, where they fall in love with their commuters. I don't know.
If you really want badly, you could probably be an extra. But it's like, okay, whatever.
But then he was making a nuisance of himself as an extra, you know, to get bigger part, because then they have featured extras, or they maybe say something, or they're actually in the shot,
or they're pretending like they're talking.
Yeah, or not the. Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah,
I've done that.
Do something, you know. Yeah, Carrie's had parts in trauma movies, so or whatever.
Pretending I'm talking.
Wait a second. Can I point out
I don't know how you do that.
you
You gotta like keep it up, you know.
No, well, I was actually a sound editor, so I know that like all the sound of those like restaurant scenes is added later on. You know?
I just wanted to point out that Carrie finally has a bra on.
Oh, thanks.
What do I have? No, I really don't. I just put a sweater on. I figure you can't see. I'm comfortable.
We can see. We can see.
Good.
And we wouldn't admit it if we could.
No, you can't. It's below the desk.
Looks kind of cold.
I'm not wearing any pants here, actually.
Ivy.
Me either. No,
Actually,
I want to go off any too many bad habits from Ivy.
did you guys see that shot? There were photos of Ivy with the skirt where you could see that the skirt didn't cover anything. I don't know if you guys saw that on Facebook.
Yeah.
On Facebook, there were pictures where you could see where she was sitting on Mark's lap, and the skirt was not covering anything.
She reminded me of a pirate. You know, like, hey, how you doing there? And sitting on his lap.
Yeah, it was yo ho ho.
Almost like a drop should be coming from that.
Yeah, that was a trip there. That party was a trip.
She's hauled you into everything she's done since she met you, hasn't she?
Yeah, man, I've been
Extra.
I don't know what.
But that's good. It's good to get out and do all that.
No, it's definitely good to get out.
You don't know who you're gonna meet too. It's fun.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know what could happen. It's
And you're having fun.
yeah, definitely, and see what happens.
Are you having fun at those things, Aton?
Yeah.
'Cause I was with Elisa today, and she said that when you, I think you were at the movie party you were just talking about, and she said to you, wow, you go out so much, you must have so much fun. And you said, no, I'm miserable.
I didn't say that at the movie party. I said that at Ian's thing, actually, I think.
Oh.
Thanks.
No, I didn't say.
Block your ears.
I didn't say it about that event, but I was arguing with her logic. She said, you go out so much, you must be a happy person. I said, no, what are you talking about? I'm miserable. Not at the event. Not that I was miserable at the event.
When I first met Aton,
I said I'm a miserable person. What are you talking about?
When I first met Aton, I was so happy. I was like, "Ma, Aton, he's so sweet." And I ran over and I gave him a big hug and kiss on the cheek. I think he wanted to kill me.
No, that's totally untrue. I mean, that's just your own. You're reading into it. Your own
Maybe I have
insecurity.
sexual issues.
No,
I went to give him a hug, and he was a little standoffish.
Yes.
People think that I'm just, I just don't know. I don't know what the people want. I don't know what.
The hug, and then
no, but I don't know. I don't know what. I'm not trying to impose on people's space if they don't want it.
I know. I have to
rape you,
and then I thought, oh my God, what if he's a germaphobe? And
no, I'm not a germaphobe.
And kissed his cheek.
No, that's all right. I mean, I'm just saying I respond to people as they are. I let them, try to pick up on their cues. Is what I'm saying.
Carrie has the greatest amount of Jewish mother guilt I've ever seen in the person in my life.
I do. I always feel bad afterwards.
Always.
Yeah, that's part of my social issues. And you can't give me a compliment because I can't take it, and I don't know why.
No.
Yeah, Carrie's half Jewish and half Italian. She said.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst.
Italians.
Italian.
Yeah, I know what it's like not to be able to take a compliment, although I've learned in the last few years to just kind of soak it in. And not that I feel it inside, but it makes the other person feel better knowing that I acknowledged it. So.
I lie. I just say, oh, thank you. Meanwhile I'm going, oh, my God.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Should I do my Dr. Michael impersonation now? I caught you, Vashiers.
Oh, because I made a person. Well, I was trying to help you out, but go ahead if you can.
No, man.
Actually, I wanted to do an impersonation of you, and I forgot what the reason was earlier, and so but it didn't come out as good.
The R's. There's no R's. There's ah.
Oh, there's no R's.
Ah.
Ah.
Say ah. Say ah.
People who had the extra
Wait,
R's.
you can't do it.
Gotta drop the R's.
Ah.
Is it like a Boston accent?
Yes, that's what it is. That's what he's got.
And here you are in Texas. You must really fit in.
Oh, no, I'm fucked up in between. People keep asking me, where does your accent come from? We can't place it. It's like 40 years Massachusetts, 13 years Texas. You meld them together.
Yeah, it's like, I think I parked the car.
I parked my car, y'all.
Y'all.
I'm fixing to park my car.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
just go get my. Oh, sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll just hold up. Actually, I wanted to do a wee man impression.
Oh, I was doing an impression while I was with him. I was doing.
Oh, really?
You didn't see that? You didn't see that, Dr. Michael?
I didn't see
you know what? I didn't see all the whole show.
Oh, you didn't see that? No, that was actually that was the funniest part. Really, that was like the funniest part that I've ever been involved in, I thought.
Oh, man.
You were awesome in that.
I missed that.
Oh, yeah, no, Mark was on. I was on with Mark, and we met. And Mark starts going, hey, we met. If you want to follow me on Twitter, You can follow me. I'm like, Mark, he's not even going to remember your name or know who you are. What the hell are you talking about? You want to follow him? Follow him. He's not going to follow you. I say, this guy's going to be in the club. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's going to be down there. Yeah. I'm not going to be thinking about you, Mark. What the hell are you talking about? And then as I'm saying this, Matt is continuing to do the yeah. And I'm doing it. He's doing it. It was crazy.
I can just imagine, God forbid Matt were like, being sentenced for some crime or something, and he's like, yeah, that's great.
Matt, I'd have to say, Matt might have been taller than Rhonda. He said he was about 4'4" or something. I mean, Rhonda was really short.
What happened to that photo of Rhonda and me?
What?
Like my knees. Remember the photo that I think Casey took?
Exactly. Rhonda was very short. I mean, she couldn't have been too much taller than Matt, if at all. I don't know. And
like Dr. Ruth size?
Well, Mark is definitely very short too. I don't know if you could tell that Mark is very short, but
yeah.
But he's over 5 feet, I guess. But I guess even though he's
Mark's like only over 5 feet. I was guessing he was like 5'7", 5'8".
No, he was saying he was 5'8". I'd say he's at most 5'4". I don't even know if that's the case.
What
are you?
I'm 5'8".
Okay, well, I'll say because you and Sheila looked about the same height in the pictures.
No, she's probably about 5'10". How
5'9", I think.
I'm 5'9".
Right, but maybe because she wears heels and stuff. But I'm 5'8", but Mark is much. What would you say Mark was, Sheila?
I don't remember. I don't remember ever seeing him standing up.
No, well, I've been there when he was standing because I was walking him. I was walking him to the subway station too. I mean, he's very short. He could even be 5'2" for all I know. He's not tall. He's really short. You can't tell. Yeah, I thought he looks kind of like a big hulking person, but he's like a miniature version of that. He's not tall at all.
Yeah, the video, the webcams are so misleading. I would
everybody's taller. To me, everybody ends up taller, and then I end up shorter than all of them. Like Doc Ivan was pretty tall, and Robin was fairly tall. Well, she was wearing like 4 inches of heels, but she was pretty tall.
No, she looked short.
Right. I didn't think she would be that tall, and she was taller than I mean, at least with the heels was taller. I mean, I don't know what she really was, but Mark was the only, he was short. Even Gonzo was tall.
I know. He looks so short the way he sits on the camera.
Exactly. Yeah. I thought he was going to be a little, and everybody was saying, everybody kept commenting that he was small, but he was actually fairly tall. I mean, he wasn't gigantic or anything, but he was.
Like
no, he looked about 6.
6 foot.
Yeah, he might have been like 5'11" or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he looked like my height.
Well, I'm 5'8" too, so it's a Jewish thing, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'd be on the same level if we were.
Yeah, it's just the genes. There's nothing. Well, we will be able to change height soon with stem cells, but.
Oh, but not if you're already born.
Well, people get these surgeries to fix their back. I don't know how good it is.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like they do that for kids where they break your limbs and they stretch them out and all that and they put pins in them.
Oh, awful.
Yeah, I mean I'm not advocating it. I'm just saying that they do it to people.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What about maybe like man heels? You know, to kind of give men an advantage when they're.
Well, how about
I need every advantage I can get.
Like what Benji uses with those platform shoes.
How tall is Benji?
Benji's around 5'8", I think.
Yeah, he's definitely not. No, he's shorter than me, I think, but I don't know. But he's not that short. But he's not as short as everybody was making him out to be. That's for sure.
He's like 1 inch shorter than I am.
Is he shorter than Ronnie the limo driver?
I
don't know how tall he is.
You don't know Ronnie?
I met Ronnie.
It's
been a long time.
I've been trying to recruit other people to be on the show, but I think once I give them the link, they're scared away. I'm not sure.
Who have you tried to recruit?
I have this friend. Well, there's a bunch of friends of mine, but one guy in particular who's in this band. I mean, they're all in. A bunch of people I know are in this band called Tragedy, the heavy metal tribute to the Bee Gees and beyond. So it's totally ridiculous, kind of campy band. Like they do take Bee Gees. They started out doing Bee Gees songs as heavy metal in heavy metal versions. But the disco version, Bee Gees, like Staying Alive and You Should Be Dancing in heavy metal. But they work in other words, they take heavy metal riffs that are known, and then weave them into these Bee Gees songs. After
What are they called?
They're called Tragedy and heavy metal tribute to the Bee Gees. And they're ridiculous catchphrases. The #1 heavy metal tribute to the Bee Gees in the greater tri-state area. As if there are others, you know. They're actually pretty big in England. They go tour in England all the time. But so one guy in particular that I know, well, the two main front guys are so ridiculous. They'd come on and be ridiculous on the show. I mean, like no matter what she said to them, it wouldn't matter to them whatsoever, you know. They'd just carry on.
All right.
No, it would be great, is what I'm saying. They'd carry on with, you know, whatever insanity. They would just be like, you know, because it's a whole shtick that they do as part of their, you know, as part of the act on stage.
Mm-hmm. But I have a related question. If you don't. Does anybody know who Elisa's dad plays in a band in Jersey? Does anybody know what band?
It's a Beatles thing, some kind of Beatles related thing.
I'm curious what band it is. I'm originally from Jersey. I know the Jersey Shore music scene a lot, and I just have this curiosity that I think it wouldn't surprise me if I knew her dad. I'm just curious what the band name is.
I don't know.
Sheila, you don't know?
I don't know. I've met her father, but I don't know the name of the band. I don't even remember her father's name.
I killed the conversation. Sorry.
No.
No.
I thought it was a Beatles. I thought the guy was in a Beatles tribute thing or something.
I think he plays in a Beatles tribute festival, but I think he plays in a regular band. And there's a bunch of those bands that have been on the Jersey Shore forever. And by the way, the other theme was, who was that kid that was the Elisa's boyfriend from Belmar?
Oh.
I was curious to find out.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, well, I don't. That guy John supposedly was going to go to his restaurant. Did he really know where the restaurant was?
I don't think so.
I think he was trying to figure out. I think he was trying to plan something.
I know, but I wonder whether he knew or not. Yeah.
I think it's a luncheonette kind of place. I know Belmar I'm pretty familiar with Belmar, but I'm curious. When I come home, I'm going to try to check it out myself, actually.
I'm trying to find out about the father online here, but I can't.
Yeah, I can't find anything either. I'm trying to cross-reference all the names and Beatles tribute and all that. I'm not coming up with a thing.
That's what I tried to do, knowing some of the bands in Jersey, like, I don't know, Aton, if you ever heard of Cherish or Cherubs or Fresh, there were a couple of bands that played down there. Did you ever play down the shore at all?
No. Never did. So are these cover bands basically, or these you guys doing originals?
Yeah, no, they're all cover bands, and I just share with everyone that I discover Aton's music. We start talking on Facebook, and it turns out we have very similar musical influences, and we listened to very close to the same things back in the day, and it ended up to be a lot of fun. I've gotten a real kick out of meeting Aton and his
Hey, I think Elisa's father is supposed to be at this cancer thing, playing music, from what she said.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So if he is, I'll find out what the story is. I'll find out all about the bands or bands that he's been in.
Great, I appreciate that. Another one of my silly curiosities.
No, I'll definitely do it just to entertain myself.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's similar. So, so I get a bunch of Vashiers music. A couple of weeks ago, I throw it on. Of course, I have a Sonos system, and I start playing it around the house, and everybody loves the tunes, and my grandson dancing to the tunes, and I'm trying to explain to people how and how I came up on the music. It just sounded so stupid.
I know my mom's in town and she's watching me like doing a clip or doing some artwork for this, and then sitting in the chat and she's like just shaking her head.
Yeah, right.
You know,
They expect it from me. I wouldn't imagine they expect it from you.
Sheila, just here. I don't have a YouTube tie-in for this channel. This is the only chat. I don't have monetized channels. I don't worry about that stuff. I just figured everybody wanted a place to come hang out.
I don't understand how it works. Yesterday was my first time going to like the after show, and there's another window that you can open so you can see what's going on in the chat, and they're watching live. So are people watching us live and chatting right now?
Yes, yes.
Just here, but not on YouTube. I didn't tie it into a YouTube account.
Oh.
No, but it is showing up on YouTube.
Oh, what, on my channel?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, all right. I didn't know that. This is the first time I've ever run one.
Great, and I didn't put a bra on.
Yeah. And I've been eating.
Let's see here. I'll give you guys the link, but make sure you turn off the
the volume.
Yeah, the volume.
Yeah.
That sounds like Lieber. The boy. You believe you fucking banned me tonight?
Okay. Oh, I don't even know what the.
Is it on YouTube? Can somebody send me the link? I'd be curious to see that.
Let me go find my
Looks
YouTube.
like it's logged in as me.
Oh,
As long as it looks like I'm logged in as my wife right now on Google.
Do we at least get to see your picture, Michael?
So I see us, but there's only 10 watching, and I don't see any chat.
Hi, guys.
Oh, yeah, it is live. Here we go. Hold on. I didn't know.
Oh, Ian. Is it your birthday? Is it your birthday tomorrow, in other words, or was it your birthday today, or how did I?
Well, we still have a couple of minutes to go, right?
Oh,
We
this
have
is your birthday. Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, tomorrow's his birthday.
Right there in the chat.
I thought today was his. What are you saying? Today was your birthday, or tomorrow is your birthday?
Well, in like a half hour, so technically tomorrow.
Tomorrow is your birthday. Okay.
Yeah, well, like in a half hour, whichever one.
No, I understand. I just didn't know if you today was your birthday, but you were celebrating tomorrow because it was.
Whoa! Somebody's got a window open. Somebody's got the YouTube window open with their volume on.
So
It was me.
Oh,
Are you
boy, such a travesty.
Hi, Mo.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, honey.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime. Don't talk for 30 seconds. We gotta wait for the feedback to stop.
Sheila, how come you have a cat thing on?
It's my signature.
Oh, okay. that isn't odd at all.
So, Vashier, people were asking you in the comments under this video to enable the chat box. So people were trying to watch. Maybe they still are. How do you enable the chat box? Do you know?
I have no
on
idea.
the YouTube. Let me go look. I closed it out to kill that freaking reverb because I realized it was me.
Actually, I think it was me. I had to mute. I did that.
Oh, you had it. No, it was both of us then. That's why it was 4 times worse.
And it was
I didn't
really?
realize mine was on.
So next on the bottom corner of Eitan's window, I see 18 plus. Is that because Eitan is uses explicit language? Oh no, it disappeared.
Oh,
I think I set it to 18 plus, actually.
What does that mean? Oh, 18 plus is the rules. Okay.
Yeah, I think I set that.
Hey, Ian.
Okay, that's fine.
Wait, what?
Ian's 20 almost. He's fine.
Yeah.
I'm NC-17. I'm NC-17 over here.
Can you hear me?
Is that good?
How do I start a chat?
All right, Ian, how old are you going to be?
Too many.
Wow.
Nice.
2 decades.
And how old are your brother and sister going to be?
Seriously?
Hey, Carrie, you've been raising a grand total of 60 years of children.
Hey, wait a second. Alec is the oldest, isn't he?
Alex
Yeah,
first,
right.
and then
Seven.
Alec came out the door.
Mm.
No,
George
wait,
came out the door, then he came out the
no.
window, and Sydney came
His hand came out of your vagina, but
Yes,
then the whole
exactly.
thing came out of your...
It did. It came right out. He said, "Mommy."
Help me!
Yeah. And they grabbed him up, and then they had to do a C-section, so it was fun.
Oh, so only one came out the right door?
No,
Alec was
his
heading out on
hand.
his own. He was ready.
Oh. What a guy.
Ian, you lazy bastard, you.
Yeah,
Could have been
I
number
know.
one.
Yeah. And it was actually the same scenario 20 years ago. First you were born, and then then the next day was Mother's Day. The same thing.
Oh, how cute. It's so adorable.
Oh, here we go.
I was born on my dad's Father's Day, which means that I have basically, my Father's Day is pretty much the same time as my birthday, which kind of stinks.
What do you mean your dad's? I mean, Father's
Well,
Day
I
is
was basically born on near Father's Day.
because Father's Day is a
So-
Sunday, so you can't be born. You can't be born. Your birthday can't be Father's Day every year.
No, it isn't, but it's very close, so it's kind of like one gift.
Well, you
So
were
I, you know, I
you
just
were
buy
his
a couple
gift.
gifts from him.
You are
What?
the gift. You are the gift, is what I'm saying.
Well, I am now a father myself.
Oh yeah, you're the. Oh, I see. No, I think
yeah. So I just buy myself an extra large gift for myself every year.
I was looking at it from the point of view that for your beginning of your life, you were. It was your birthday.
Well, yeah, I wasn't always celebrating Father's
Right.
Day for myself.
Yeah.
And I forgot to give my mom a card this year, so that's going to be a really rough time on Sunday. But as long as I don't forget to call her, I'll be okay.
But you got time. You got time. Oh, you mean you have to mail it? You have to mail it, you mean?
I don't know. I may have to just be disowned. It's just
No,
one
but-
of those things.
No, but why is it too late? You have 2 days to get the card.
Well, Sunday doesn't really. You'd have to do like a FedEx or something.
Oh,
Just
no, so that's what I'm saying. You don't live near your mother. You don't live near.
No.
Oh, okay.
Can't you just send the thing by Amazon? Like saying Happy Mother's Day, I can't come, but have a good day?
Send it.
No, just call her and have a nice talk.
Right. You don't need to. You don't need to.
I mean, card schmarts. Although I used to make funny cards for.
Well, you could.
But I
Like.
had more free time back then. I don't have free time these days. It's
Hello?
between the show and my work and my kids. No,
You could do 1-800-Flowers or something like that.
I've done that actually. It's ay.
But you need to make something with like noodles on it and put it on a thing or pig.
Noodles? Don't
Glue-
think sexually, Ethan.
Glue it to the with some glitter and some pasta shells.
Knowing what I know now, I think a good present for a parent is that when you grow up and you're 20 or whatever, that you're no longer a burden on your parents, financially or physically.
Right.
Well,
That's
I
my
don't,
gift.
I don't know
Oh,
about
that's
that.
No, there's nothing wrong with being a burden. Keep being a burden. They love it. They love it. Carrie loves it. Stay home.
I know, but my mom would still like to be my mom. But
Let me ask a question of everybody. Does anyone have a clue how to start up the comment section of YouTube? So there's a live chat there.
Hello?
Start it up.
We have a
all right.
But Sheila keeps asking. I don't have a clue how to get it started. I'm looking and I don't see an option.
Well, there's those. So you've clicked on the add to button, the share button, and the more button. None of that.
What about the control room?
What about the gear under where it says settings?
But
Let me look at the gear. I haven't tried the gear. No, that's just definition.
No,
You obviously have to go into settings.
I have. I don't see it there.
Oh shit! Maybe.
I have settings, but it's just different. It's just for my camera.
Mom.
Personal.
No, I'm saying in the other window where they're watching us. If you go to the settings button,
Could have had to start it beforehand.
you might have had to.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe.
Only
It's
that
a-
he should be able to do it because it's his
The
event.
comments were underneath. Well, that was the first time we haven't tried this yet.
Where are they watching us? There's a. I don't
If you somebody put the link in up above.
know.
Here, I'll put another one in.
Ian, could you get me ice cream?
Me too.
Oh, what am I
I
Did
will-
you eat all your dinner?
on that?
Actually, I didn't. It kind of sucked, to be honest.
Ian, how come your computer, you look like you're moving, you know, it
Oh,
goes...
I see, but I don't see any. I see, but I don't see any
Oh,
chat.
oh,
Yeah, I
because
can't see how to enable it either.
Yeah, I get it. I get what is going on here.
Live control room.
Somebody put the link in up above.
Here, I'll put another one in.
Ian, could you get me ice cream?
I didn't see it.
no.
Someone's got it open now, right?
Yeah, someone has an echo.
Let me just open a new window.
Not me. Don't blame. Don't
No.
blame me.
No, it ain't you. I
So,
am not seeing how to do this stuff. Yo, Ian.
don't be concerned about the whole thing with you and you know who.
Oh, no, which one, John or Ryan?
Well, I don't know. Either or. Don't be concerned about the whole thing.
No,
It's
I'm never
gonna-
tense up about this stuff.
Okay,
you know.
share.
It's gonna pass.
What exactly happened before with you and Ryan?
Honest to God, I went from the fucking show, jumped in to get my place being the co-host of the wrap-up show. Ryan's in there fucking moaning about, oh, why is she leaving Ed on? Oh my God, Mark gets more airtime than I do. Oh, and he fucking went on for 2 minutes. That's why I finally said to her, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He's supposed to be wrapping up your show, and he's sitting there bitching about it with an open fucking connection. It wasn't like it was live, but it was live that anybody who jumped onto his link could come in there and sit and hear him. And he was just whining.
But I mean, who cares if he's whining?
Because he's the co-host, and we shouldn't be off the show yet. He should be co-hosting.
Well,
or ready to co-host.
He's never on anyway, though.
Exactly.
Really
He's
on
never sitting
anyway.
there, but he's
Oh,
the co-host.
Puts people on and off. I
He
personally
works
don't
8 to
think,
10 hours a day on the show.
I personally don't think it's a big deal if he opens. Like, I was happy that he opened it early and that I got the link because I couldn't get on last night. And
No, that's fine. But would you sit there and bash the show you're about to start talking about?
yeah, but maybe
As long as it's
he's
not
just
live.
hearing what he's gonna say on the air. I don't know.
If I'm sitting here right now and I'm just talking to myself, but I've sent out the address, it's live to those people who have already had the address sent out to, whether they're here or not.
Well,
You shouldn't be sitting there bashing the show that you're about to wrap up. And he was trashing it.
Do you really think it is bashing the show if he's complaining about the people on the show?
He was complaining about the way Elisa was allowing the show to go.
Who was he complaining?
well, it's her show.
He was just talking out loud.
well, it was a show about burning bridges, so I mean, you know, it fit into the theme. It only fit into the theme. That
Yes, it did.
theme.
Vasher, I just
appropriate.
want to say that your facial impression of Ryan was like spot on. I've never seen it's like how you did that is just magic.
I just think people could say anything on air. Like, they don't care what the hell they say on air because they know if they say something, people are going to pay attention to it.
Okay, so now let's take that a step further. I walk into the wrap-up show that I'm the co-host of. He's saying that. So my bringing it on air does what? It makes everybody want to jump from that show to the wrap-up show to see what's going on. It was all publicity.
Yeah, but then so what you're saying is you came on to the original show, Kermit and Friends, and made this comment for everybody to jump ship and go to the wrap-up show before it was over?
No. I just went there to get my position in there. Ryan was the one carrying on with it. I had already, number one, said to Elisa, we probably need to start plugging the wrap-up show now. If Ryan's not ready to do it, I'll come on and I'll plug, which I did do. And then I left the show. I jumped over to Ryan's, and then that's when I walked into him bitching about everything that was going on. And it's like,
that's what happened. What happened? Like, did you go back?
That was it. I sent Elisa a note and said, you can't believe how Ryan's trashing the fucking show while he's waiting for the wrap-up show to start. Why isn't he sitting here?
I'm just asking. I'm just really curious. So are you hoping to start a fight?
No. I was just trying to get people interested to come over to watch what was going to happen on the next show. I wasn't trying to start a fight, but Ryan's got to learn to watch his mouth when he's talking. You can't trash the show you're working on.
But I mean, and it's good to tell Lisa, but somehow like everybody.
All right, who brought it online, Elisa or me?
I don't know.
Lisa did. I sent her a private message, dude. I didn't come online and say that. She was given a private message. Elisa brought that online.
I see what you're saying. And then she did like what a prosecutor does. She presented you the evidence and then said, do you agree or disagree with what you said in this chat?
Well, no, actually she dropped me and then said to Ryan, and then that's we cut off for the rest of the show to bring up the interest to come onto the wrap-up show to hear the answer.
Okay.
It's putting a show together. But Sheila, how many times have you been dropped like that by Elisa? Where you start to say something and it just goes out.
I've been dropped many times.
Exactly.
I have the funniest story about that.
I don't always like it either. I mean, one time that she did that, we were talking about someone who's my friend and not her friend, and she cut me off. Mm-hmm. And I said, put me back on, coward.
I had a hard time. I had a hard time speaking, like I was saying something, and I was having a hard time as I am right now, and she just cut me off. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm sure she needed more time for Mark. Come on, you know how it is.
Yeah, I know.
Mark had to get on.
Marathon?
It's a welcome to the Kermit and Friends show. It happens to everybody every day in the show.
Yes, it does. So I don't make a whole big deal about it.
Hey, what was going on when they were dancing to music? I wasn't paying attention. I was doing something else, and all of a sudden I hear all this music. I was actually on the other show, and then all of a sudden I got all this music.
I didn't know where that was either. I heard that come in too.
And I couldn't understand why, because I thought I had the sound off, and all of a sudden I hear music and.
Yeah, I had that same problem.
Bizarre.
Hugh, why are you waving your hand, bro?
I want to make sure you can hear me.
Yep, now I can.
Oh, it's a hand. Oh.
It was huge.
Oh boy!
It's the huge hand. It's the huge hand that strokes the huge.
You know what they say? Long fingers. Yeah.
Oh, really, Michael?
I have such a big hand.
I have a big hand.
No, your hand.
Yes, you're hung like a bull carry.
I do have very big hands.
So do I.
And big boobs. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that?
Well, I was going to say it does equate to the other side of the female anatomy, but...
I can't show my feet because it'll upset everyone.
I don't know why, but Carrie is so self-conscious about herself. I feel so bad for you.
I know. I always was.
It's okay. You don't need to be sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm playing with my camera. I just realized I actually had options here, so.
It's fine.
This is a
Now,
fun experimental group.
excuse me for asking, but who are you exactly?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Just consider me the old guy.
He's.
Okay.
You don't.
Holy shit!
wanna
I got the
say your
most.
pseudonym? You don't even want to announce your pseudonym?
I am.
I have no life.
In the chat room. I have no life.
Oh,
I would have
that's
never
cool.
predicted that. That's amazing.
all
Yeah.
about. Nice.
I felt like that was a reveal from "What's My Line?" You know, it was like, I am. I have no life. Yes, thank you.
Well, there was
Number
There was a
one,
guy that was
I
making
am. I have no life.
there was a guy making some nasty comments about Elisa after she mentioned Natalie Maine's mention on Facebook, and I recognized the name, being similar to one of the people on chat. That's a real nasty, one of the nasty ones.
Well, there was one guy who was really trolling me on Twitter. I was asking Vashiers about that guy, Sand Snake Sniper.
Yeah.
And then I recognized him. I recognized he was using the same insults as that guy Howie Do. And when I called him on in there, he admitted it right away, though, that it was him. But I haven't seen him around lately.
I'm curious who everyone considers the really mean ones.
None.
Because I have a line of demarcation, but I'm just curious, is anybody that throws out snarky comments considered the mean ones?
No. There's certain people that are just like, I don't know.
Say my name, Michael. Come on.
I can be a real asshole sometimes.
Well, that guy, as I say, that guy Howie Do, who was really.
I is pretty bad. Trucker is a bit.
I like Trucker. Well, she's on my side. Trucker seems to like me. I don't know.
Oh,
You
it's she?
You want to know who's really funny? Is dog shit. He fucking PMs me all the time with the nicest words and compliments.
I think he's your friend.
As long as he doesn't spam, I don't care what anybody says.
He's always spamming.
I gave him shit for that tonight. I said, "Oops, you missed the control button there. You only hit the B."
I think you folks see when people talk about kids, I get really upset when people talk about kids. When people talk about private lives, this is when I kind of go off. I think everything's open season except.
Sorry, keep going. People think that Harry is taking advantage of me, and I'm just like, really? Are you serious? Is that how
she is? We know that she is.
She deserves it.
She's with you 3 years now.
Come on, I'm so strong. I can take care of myself.
Free Ian.
Well, Ian, we just want you to know that whenever you get ice cream, we're hoping we would get ice cream.
Yeah, exactly.
The one thing I don't understand is that person Double D. I never seen him, her, whatever, like anything.
Yes, exactly.
I mean,
Double D.
not that she says he, she, whatever says things that are so negative. I just don't like. They're not offensive. I just don't understand where that person's coming from. Like,
Double D's got a couple of funny
my birthday's in a minute. Oh, fuck yeah.
In 1 minute's time, we have to sing happy birthday to Ian.
What is
We
your
have 1 minute
ice?
left.
What is your ice?
You
No, drink
better
water.
not, otherwise I'm gonna come to Texas and choke you out. Do not do that.
Happy birthday to you.
Who are you talking to?
He's being so. I'm not talking yet.
Uh-oh,
What are you
somebody's got
talking
to
on?
Where's Dr. Michael's kids?
No, that's not my kids.
Hey, wait a minute, Dr. Michael, how do you feel about now
Talking
being
on.
promoted to being a psychologist?
It's the chat.
I don't mind, but
Where did you get it?
but-
I mean, what's it called?
but my
Hanging out.
but my biggest problem is that like there's certain things I'm like really dumb about. So I mean, it's kind of like in some ways like Rhonda. You know how like she was giving all this relationship advice and she had limited experience herself.
knowledge.
Yeah, like I'm like really dumb when it comes to things about sex. I'm dumb about having lots of relationships because I've only had few. But I like to talk about like emotions and communication, stuff like that, which is anybody could talk about. So,
Yeah,
but I just.
It was just being sad.
But you bring that special je ne sais quoi to it. I was just told to say that dog shit is the best. I can't really say that. I can't really say that, but I can't really say that myself. But I mean, you were kind of saying it already, Vashiers. But I was. But I know you were already saying it, so I don't know why I have to.
Well, if he could cut down the spamming, then it would be a little bit better. But he's very friendly.
One time he wanted to engage in a private video thing with me, but then he didn't. It didn't happen.
I've talked to him too, and his letters are always in caps, even then. It's kind of funny.
He says he's not from the United States, but I don't know where he's from. You just told me that he's not from the United States.
He tells lots of stuff.
Half of the people are from Canada in there anyway. I mean, why would that factor into it? I don't know.
Actually, the show is banned in Canada. I'm surprised they're able to see it now.
It's banned?
No, I'm joking. Somebody was saying about how like the discussion of certain sexual acts was like banned in Canada or something. I don't know.
That's why Ryan hasn't got laid in 7 years.
That sounds like a good topic for the show. You could bring that up the next time you're asked to consult about.
Oh God, I don't know. That's another thing too. Is just like is that you have to watch the show the whole way. You can't take a break from it because then if you go on camera and then you're suddenly asked about something you didn't watch, you're just like what?
I've been told that the spam is all part of the bit. I don't know what the bit actually is.
There is no bit.
There's no bit, but I don't know if there's
actually,
a bit.
I don't know how he does it.
It's like they crack me up.
The spam is essential to it. The spam is key to the bit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The spam is essential to the bit.
Everybody keeps trying to say the show is fucking scripted and it cracks me up. It's like, yeah, all right, yeah, we work on it. What
the fuck?
Everything is just fucking
that
live.
That message was especially for Michael.
He is the head writer, so he writes everything. Every word that comes out.
Goddamn thing.
Vashiers, will you click on this Q&A button in the sidebar and see if you can enable it? I just want to know what it does.
Hold on, I just lost my audio here too.
Sheila, I've been clicking around. I've been clicking around a little bit to learn what all this.
Okay, what was that, Sheila?
So the Q&A button, since you're the one who opened this window, I think you're the one who can enable this. I want to see if that turns on the chat.
On YouTube or here?
Here. Click the Q&A here. I just want to see what it does.
Where is it?
Do you know where all the controls are to your left? Of the
left
window?
side, yeah.
Yeah, there's a blue Q&A button.
Oh, okay.
That's it. You found it, Sheila.
Yeah, that's it.
You found it.
No, I just disabled it. That's just for here. Because
that's our chat?
Yeah, it's the YouTube one. I can't start up. Yeah, because I just closed it. If you notice, the right side chat just closed out.
No, the right side chat is still there. The chat is a different button.
Well, let me try it again.
Button is for the chat in here, but I'm wondering what the Q&A button does.
When I push it, it now says this feature is disabled. Is your chat working on the right-hand column?
No.
It says this feature is disabled for me too. I thought maybe there was a way for you to enable it. But maybe not.
I'm not seeing where you can enable it. I thought that was the chat. Now I've lost the chat feature. No, it said this feature is disabled, but why the hell isn't there an enable button?
Yeah, I don't know.
We can call this show.
It doesn't want me to feel.
We can call the show beta, whereas we all learn how to do this. Oh no, Vashiers, the one up above is the blue one is chat, and I just clicked that, and that got us what we see now.
Yeah.
So
I lost it. I don't know if that Q&A button is for because I don't have anything to enable with that. It just says feature is disabled.
Yeah, I just
You
did
go
it
into the
again.
moderator control room?
Well, I should be the moderator. I don't see why I couldn't turn it on.
Oh, Mom, don't try to
I have
act
no control.
because you're not.
Yeah.
Harry, log into my account. You have the fucking ID. See if you
I
can
know.
find it.
No.
What happened to Huge Slog? He came and left and he didn't say anything, I
I
guess.
don't know.
Well,
I-
I think his dick is too big, so he had to go.
I
Right.
uncomfortably called him huge.
Right. No,
And I think he felt my
he wants to be huge, but it doesn't let him put that as a first name for some reason. He wants it to say huge. He doesn't want it to be you, but it forces him to do that.
Maybe if he misspells it or something.
I do that in
Yeah.
chat all the time to get words in.
Oh yeah. Actually,
Right. Yeah, you gotta do
my
it.
son and I have been thinking about like developing a algorithm to kind of block, because he sometimes sees the chat and it drives him nuts, and then he tells me to get off the chat. And of course, he doesn't hear the show because I have my earphones on. But yeah, some sort of algorithm to try to fight off like people trying to, so like if you put a space or something, it'll recognize that space as being, just the way that you're trying to subvert the censorship. I don't know.
What is it? Because it moves so
Politically,
fast?
most people watching the show should be 18 plus, so
Well, it's tough to talk to Jeff during those things, but I'm actually in this business of software and collaboration and all of that, and I know what he's doing with the chat function, and I have some ideas for him, but trying to do it while Elise is trying to do whatever she's trying to do it's a little hard, but I do have some ideas that would make chat a little bit easier, and I'm curious what he's got on his roadmap. It's an interesting bit what he's got.
You might be able to use Elisa to get basically a direct way to communicate with Jeff. I mean, I'm sure he's open to talking with customers and
I'm actually reaching out to him. I don't know if you were on the night that he introduced Room.co.
Yeah.
So they have another feature called Room.co, which if three of us wanted to have a video conference, you can start it up just by going over there and inviting people, and it's a better Skype. It's a better WebEx alternative.
Oh.
And I'm starting a small company right now, and I'm actually using it as one of my tools to bring my employees together, and it's a fabulous quality product. So I think that's going to be my way in to try to talk to them about it. But they have some very cool things over there. They've done some really nice stuff.
Nice.
My bite head, my techie head. I'm done.
Well, what I like to see is better communication tools, like for meetings, corporate meetings and stuff like that, because I just feel like all the travel that people do is just unnecessary. I mean, it'd be great if people could go off into separate rooms and talk to each other, during a virtual meeting, stuff like that.
So you work for a large corporation, don't you?
I work for a large entity, we'll say.
Yeah, entity. What is this, Star Trek or something?
So don't they use a collaboration tool? Like I would imagine they use a collaboration tool like Chatter or Lithium or something like that. Nothing like that.
They have their own. They have their own.
They built their own.
Yeah, but but another issue that you run into is, let's say you go to a scientific conference, so you're gonna so whatever it's gonna be, that conference, right now, I mean, what they can do now is you can probably watch people give talks, which is fine, it's great, but what's missing is the ability to talk to people and chat, and that's really why people go to meetings. Scientists go to meetings is so they can talk to each other, develop collaborations, and so if they had more Skyping type capabilities where people could go off one-on-one and chat for a while and then come back to the main room, and almost like a virtual reality sort of thing might be interesting. But yeah, it's a little bit different than a typical business meeting where everybody just meets at a round table.
I feel like I'm in college again.
You are in college.
Isn't that funny?
Life is a college.
Alright, guys, I think I'm gonna head to bed for the night.
You lightweight
We have to get up at 10 a.m. tomorrow? Ma?
What was that?
It's going to be action-packed. Action-packed
We have
picnic.
to get up at 10 tomorrow.
He's got a picnic
Well, we have
date.
a picnic, but
Date with the girl. Picnic.
Alec is actually going with the girl,
I know.
and
he's
they get
going.
dropped off at the picnic.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I know.
you got a date tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
don't
it is.
know. I don't know if it's a date, but I'm just gonna
It's
go
a
have
date.
fun with a friend.
You go into it as a date.
All right, sure, I'll do it. All right, guys.
I have to say that dog shit said that Michael Lee should shut the fuck up. It's not me. He's saying that. I'm just relating his message. I'm doing a service for the people. I'm don't shoot the messenger.
That's
Anytime.
okay.
How many IDs are you using in chat now?
What do you mean? I only have one ID. That's
I
it.
think you're dog shit.
Holy shit, Mom!
I
take a
am
look
not
at-
dog shit.
Gary, did you try to come in my mouth?
He's feeding this to me from the Spreecast chat.
Oh, okay.
YouTube?
Message.
Is Spreecast still open?
Spreecast open. Yeah, that stays open all day.
Yeah, it's as long as people are logged in, they can continue to send messages.
Yeah.
So he's sending me this. He sent me the message through the direct.
But how's he watching us and then talking to you through there? He's gonna be here somewhere.
He's watching you. He is watching.
He's
sending me message on the Spreecast.
Who's doing that?
Dog shit.
Dog shit. Dog shit's awesome. I love dog.
Come on, does it?
I always
ask him
feel
if he has a
like
life.
dog shit is watching me.
Honest to God. I've got a funny story about that, too. When I worked in cable TV, I was driving by and this guy needed some equipment dropped off. And it was the middle of January. It was about 10 degrees below zero. And this guy's bent down on the side of a house working on it. Well, all of a sudden, this dog walks up behind him, drops his ass, and takes the shit. All the steam comes off the shit. My friend turns his head and inhales, and you see all the steam go right into his nose. It's like waiting for his reaction to see the smell come through his face was the funniest goddamn thing that ever happened that day. How do you ever see somebody's fart get inhaled in one shot? Oh, Aton, now come on.
No, it's fine.
Mom,
Right,
don't
I'm going to
take
disable
it.
this now, Carrie.
Mom, I sent you a picture. Did you get
I
it?
did. I saw it, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very nice. You could share it with the room if you want.
All right.
Oh,
How do I do that?
well, let me see if I could do something.
Left-hand side share screen, I think.
Yeah, wait. I'm so confused. Okay. Share screen.
But happy birthday, Ian, since it's now after midnight.
Oh, we didn't
Happy
sing.
birthday.
We didn't sing. I thought we were going to sing.
Yeah.
Aton, what about the guitar?
Oh, fuck.
Well, we don't need a guitar to sing happy
Can't really
birthday.
see it, Ian.
I wanted a big version.
I don't even know how to play that. How do you play
Three-part
that?
harmony.
I don't know how you play
It's a
that.
copyrighted song, so I don't know. We don't want to get in trouble.
There you go.
Here, I'm going to put in the chat a picture, right, guys?
Okay, honey.
I'm gonna
don't
get going, guys. It's up to you. I'm very tired. Okay. Catch you guys later.
I think that's it. Yes, it is.
Just give 8-10 about 30 seconds. It'll happen.
Yeah, I don't know how to. Oh, I could probably look it up actually. Ian,
Yeah,
Ian, if you're still here, dog shit says happy birthday.
Oh, he's
thanks.
a good guy.
He is a good guy.
But then in the chat on the show, he all talks shit. So
That's him.
no shit, I really appreciate it.
He says he trolled the shit out of you. Now the least he can do is
You could do is say happy birthday.
is say happy birthday to make it up to you. Oh, I found the chords to happy birthday. Okay, here we go. Wait.
Chorus.
The chords. You guys ready? Are you ready, guys?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear name. Oh. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
How old are you now? How old are you now? How old are you now? Happy birthday to you.
Oh, I'm crying.
Quick, somebody throw him a birthday cake.
You made my mom cry.
Oh, those bastards.
You're such a dick. You made my mom cry.
I know I'm a terrible singer, but I didn't mean to make you cry, Karen.
Oh yes, because it's all her fault. Oh, don't be a pussy, Mom. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go to bed.
Good night, my friend.
Yeah.
Night, Ken.
See you, Sheila. Call me sometime, alright, baby?
That was very Markish of you, Ian.
Oh man!
I got hit when Mark does it too.
Speaking of Mark, I can't even imagine what that thing next Saturday night is going to be like with Mark. I can't imagine that on the red carpet or whatever.
What's that?
Can we still hear him?
We got echo. That's one big fucking house, Karen.
How is it possible?
Somebody's got a YouTube chat window open.
What that next Saturday night is
Not me.
I can't imagine that on the red carpet or whatever.
Somebody's got a YouTube window open.
Ian didn't close out? Hear him?
It's not me.
Let me see if I can mute.
Not me.
Somebody's got a YouTube chat window open. Next Saturday. It's Ted.
It has to be Ted.
It's Ted. It's his microphone. I don't see how to mute him either.
I see how to mute him. Click on that little arrow.
Oh, little arrow. Yep.
And then you just click mute.
Yep. There we go.
Oh, Ted.
Attaboy, Ive. You got him.
Dog shit wants me to take my cat mask off, but I like my cat mask.
I think it's
No, I like it too. I think it's cute. It adds fun to the broadcast.
Fun.
Absolutely. If it would only stay hooked up to you when you move.
So I'm a little concerned about my name, in that it's a little too close to Doc Ivan and Ive. If my name becomes Ive, it's a little close.
I don't
so
think
I wonder.
Confused.
I wonder if I should do something about it. I don't know. It's a quandary.
I would worry about it.
It's a quandary. I don't think I want to change the name in the regular place because it's pretty much established. They all know I'm a dick there, and I don't think I can change, that status as it is. It's well established.
Well, no, the status changes by show. What the hell?
Sorry.
All you have to go through is trashing whoever the worst person is on air at that moment, and you become a god in the chat at that point. Look at Robin last week. Robin was being called an elitist cunt for the entire show until she attacked Ivy, and then all of a sudden Robin was gone. But that'll change back next week.
Well, that's true. Actually, there was. I guess Michael's gone. Did Michael leave? Because I really wanted to talk to him about this.
Well, Michael,
it's he finally made an interesting observation where he realized that the snarkiness in the chat was very similar to what made Howard successful, right? Which is, being snarky and trying to out-snark somebody and be funny. So when it became, you shouldn't be that way in chat, or the chatters are mean, they started losing the whole idea of interaction on the show. And I was hoping to point that out to him. He's finally starting to come around to it now, so it's kind of a different thing. But that's really what most of it is in there anyway. It's just people. I think, Vash, you made a comment about it was everybody's 15 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know if I completely agree with that, but it's certainly about everybody wanting to have some shot at getting a joke off.
Well, that's exactly that's what I meant by the 15 minutes. They all want to get their jokes. They all want to get their recognition for having cracked a good one. And these are the way these people have been for years now.
Right.
That's why I've always pushed it on the show. It's like, let chat run wild. Let chat run around with whatever they want to.
If people couldn't,
they come back every night.
If people couldn't do that, there would be even fewer. I mean, it would be nobody there probably.
Yeah.
Oh, it would absolutely be gone. We wouldn't have a show.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted to have the ability to post the funniest chats, but Elisa wants to have control over that.
Yeah.
But she misses a lot of them.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Post the funniest chats. What do you mean?
How Elisa puts comments up above the screen?
Oh, she does that. She does that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I've said, can you give control to somebody else who's paying more attention to the chats? And she can, but I don't think she wants to.
Nope.
And I think, Sheila, because she views that as major control and tone, and she gets to tell ironic little innuendo stories by posting them. If you notice every now and then, some of them are against her. Some of them are shitty comments about Gonzo, and she gets a kick out of that.
Yeah, she's totally cool about putting up derogatory remarks about herself, about Gonzo. Yeah. She's good that way.
Yeah.
So are we all convinced that this Gonzo thing is about to run its course?
I hope.
Yes, he's too far away. She won't stay with him.
Oh, Dogshit just sent me a link to Mark is in, I guess Ryan's got another room.
Yeah, he's dancing around naked. Yeah, Dogshit sent that to me, yeah. But he's not dancing around naked anymore. He's still, I guess, naked, but he's not dancing anymore.
Him from the nose up.
Did he get a couple of lines in? He's all stoked now?
He was in his underwear dancing. It was like risky business if replaced Tom Cruise with Chris Farley or something.
I'm just having my front watching Terry draw in my face.
I'm sorry.
There's only one artist in here at the moment. I know who's doing it.
Has she been drawing on my face and
not even know? Active.
I'm not active?
Mm-mm.
Yes,
I just got
blonde hair.
But she would have.
See my video?
The thing that with pencil.
Play it for us. Use the right hand share screen. Bring the video up. Left hand.
Did you really draw it? No. Dee told me I was boring, so.
Who's boring?
Oh, stop.
Dee, That person is the most negative of all. I mean, doesn't say offensive things, as they say, but just
Negative.
doesn't like anything. Doesn't like anything.
So I was trying to explain this on the Domina show. You guys are fans of Eitan's work, so let me just throw this out there. I figured out a way to create an Eitan Pandora channel.
Oh, you were trying to explain. I didn't see it because I was.
Yeah, well, you were actually in it, but where they allow influences on top of the artist, and I was able to take influences that I know Eitan had considered and had done covers, and I've ended up with this Pandora channel, which is really very cool. I mean, it goes from Warren Zevon to Jackson Brown to Marshall Crenshaw to Eitan.
Post a link in the chat. So
at least they come up sometimes. That's
no. You're the predominant artist.
Good.
You know, when I'm trying to get it so that you're playing every third song, because that's what I'm interested in hearing. But it's really working once you put the right thumbs up and thumbs down. So when I refine it, if you're interested, I'm happy to share it.
That works better than
share it in here, bro.
Because so I was playing in a golf tournament 2 weeks ago, and it was the first time I pulled it up, and I don't know if it was because I was in Texas, but I'd get an Eitan song, and then I'd get a Willie Nelson song, and then I would get a Hank Williams Jr. song, and it was like, this is not what we're looking for here. We're looking for 80s humorous, ironic songs. So I started thumbs downing.
80s
so
humorous songs.
Well, that's
what was humorous of 80s
songs? If you look at Eitan's, if you look at what his influences, they are very clearly from there. Pure Pop and the Power People and Nick Lowe and those guys. Oh yeah, you got stuff flying all over you.
Eitan, what did you graduate high school?
What year did I graduate? It was 1979.
Oh, you're a year older than me. Okay.
79. I graduated college in 78. On the Jersey Shore.
In Soho, I went to high school.
Oh, in Soho? Cool. I think we're about the same age.
Yeah, there's some other people in there. Oh, that guy John Mazza was about the same age too. He's your age, I guess.
He just aged poorly.
I don't understand. One thing I didn't understand with him is he seemed to be dyeing his hair, like he had gray hair. No, I'm serious. He was dyeing his hair for the show. For the show.
No, really?
I'm serious. I don't understand. No, I'm serious. And I don't say this in a negative way. I mean, like, dye your hair. I have no problem with. But we saw him in person. He had gray hair, and then I tune into the show, and he had dark hair.
More salt and pepper.
The same day, like the next day, and then back again. Like he had something. Maybe he was rinsing it out temporarily. That's what I couldn't understand. In person, he was totally gray, and then on this show he would have darker hair. I couldn't get it at all.
But I have to tell you, being in business, it is one of my biggest pet peeves of guys my age who have to color their hair, and now it's sport to me to go to meetings, right? To go to meetings and go, dude, your hair is not blue-black. It's just not blue-black. It's not the color your mother gave you. It's just, and I find it interesting. I have one buddy who will show up to the golf course every weekend, and we take bets on whether the front plume will be orange or gray or yellow.
Usually orange, or it has a funny tone to it.
It's just and. I don't know. It's always amazed me. I went bald when I was 27 years old, and there was no turning back. And I went gray in my mid-30s, and it is what it is, right? It just you do what you do, but the dyeing of the hair is just amazes me.
Carrie's dyeing mine right now.
Yes. Oh, look at that.
I would have done that to you, Ives,
But you're not enabled.
But you just call me Dan. Just call me Dan.
Dan?
How come you can't do it? What am I doing?
I don't know.
What am I not?
On the left-hand side, you should have a picture of a pencil, and there you can enable it. You probably got a pop-up that when you first came on that said so-and-so wanted you to enable draw.
I just went over to the other chat, and Mark really is dancing in his boxers.
Tell Mark to come over here and dance for us.
Well, that's all right. I don't have a bra on, so we're all doing it.
So dance.
No, I don't want to knock anyone out.
Come on.
Remember, I nursed triplets.
Can you get on a trampoline with those?
No.
So how many people were there?
I didn't go in the room. I just looked at what was going on, and there's 17 people watching that show, and they have the chat enabled. And I just saw Mark dancing around in his boxers.
Good for him. I spent 90 minutes after the wrap-up show last night with Mark in the private chat talking. It was enlightening. I feel bad for Elisa come the 16th. She has no idea what's coming.
Why? What did he say?
About his plans for that night, and I'm sworn to the man code, so I can't say a word about it. But he has plans.
But I thought he understood everything.
I'll be sure to make him as miserable as possible, and I'll thwart not that his plans have any hope for success anyway. Don't get me wrong.
You may need to sleep over to do that.
Oh well, that's fine with me.
Invite him to Forest Hills.
Oh, no, not my place.
Rhonda lives across the way.
You're styling. What happened to your hair?
I guess shaved. She'll do new in about 30
I don't
seconds.
understand why he can't go home. He went home the other night anyway. He went home on the train.
That's rude on me, too. He wants a piece, you know.
I understand.
He's determined.
I understand, but like, what are you making up? You know, it's like the guy, he doesn't really deserve too much sympathy is what I'm trying to say. He's not, everybody's like, oh, he's so sweet. He's not sweet at all, that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, really?
Well, he's still a guy.
He's
got
like,
that 25 percentage points.
He's got a guy, he's like so insistent and like, you know, it's constant and whatever. It's a guy. I don't know any other guy who's doing that, yeah.
Oh, he's a guy with a couple of issues.
It's probably it's all an act. I'm still convinced it's all an act.
And he's probably got an 18-inch cock, too.
That would be the movie. The movie plot is it's all an act just to get sympathy, you know, and until he stays over, and then he's like, hello there. I'm Mark.
What time does the event end, you think?
I don't know. It probably goes on and on, because if it's in a club and I mean, you know, they can't kick people out. It's people clubbing, dancing, whatever they do, you know.
I don't think I've been to a club in like 100 years.
Well, you should come down then.
I was just going to, are you coming, Terry?
No, I'm not going to come.
Why not?
I don't know. It just seemed that it was too confusing for me to come. I don't know. I don't think so.
Anyone can come. I mean, you know.
No, I know.
Yeah, you buy a ticket. I bought a ticket. You don't have to be invited to come to the thing. They're trying to raise money.
Aton's the only one from the staff so far who's bought a ticket. I've got to buy a ticket still.
All right, so maybe I still could. I'll see. I think the last club I was in was called Xenons, like 100 years ago, or Areas. Do you remember that club?
I went to Area once.
Yeah, Areas. I met Andy Warhol there.
Hmm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was really cool because you know, anytime I meet an artist, okay, how come you didn't do that? Yeah, that was a long time ago. Because I used to go to clubs since I was like 15 years old. So by the time I got in my 20s, I didn't want to go anymore.
Yeah, it was old school.
It was, yeah. I used to sneak up the fire escape at, I don't know if I should get it. Ian may hear that.
You don't want to date yourself with the name of the club.
Well, Studio 54. But we would
That's what I was going to say.
escape to get in.
I knew you were going there.
Yep.
I knew you were going there. I can date myself by telling you that I was there in the early days of the Stone Pony. And back when all that music was exploding in the late 70s. And up there every night.
In the background.
You don't. Somebody will see that and they'll play.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to mute them.
Oh, I have to. What's going on? Mark is still there.
Oh.
Who else is in there?
Oh, I see. I got it.
Mark, Ryan, who else is in the room?
Did I mute him? Yeah.
You figured out how to draw, did you?
Yeah, I've enabled. I'm sorry.
Draw and mute.
Makes me happy. Keeps me busy.
That's all that matters.
Of course, you don't have very many options on here.
Well, that's perfect.
I see Sheila's in the chat of the other show, even as she's in here.
Yeah, I'm listening to you guys and chatting with the other people.
How do you do that?
I like having a chat. What can I say?
Open up the YouTube window for Ryan's chat thing. His listen-only feed. And then you can read
that link
it would be here. I don't have it. I was banned. Yeah. Why would I have it?
Sure. This is a link for the chat to Ryan's show. Actually, people could watch us in here and chat in there.
Yeah?
No, they couldn't. Well, they could if they muted the other one.
You'd have to send the link from this window to them. But I don't think you can do that on YouTube. I don't think they'll let you.
Can I wake up Ian and have him dress in his boxer shorts?
No.
All right, I think I'm about to do something really causing echoes that may blow out eardrums, so hold on a minute. I gotta mute myself.
I love a good feedback. There's a crack me up somebody in chat today. Vashiers had every job there is. It's like, well, yeah, I was an audio engineer, I was a video engineer, I was an X-ray technologist, I was a lineman. Yeah, I've done a lot of fucking jobs.
Yeah. I can tell you the things I've done.
But that comes with 53 years of living, too.
Right.
Although I did all of them in the first 30 years.
I made him into a baby. Oh, God. I'm so excited that Lloyd Kaufman's going to be on a Monday. You know.
Oh, that's going to be an awesome trip.
That's cool.
Yeah, I have to make up a little thing for Elisa to look at. You know, all his movies and the kind of things they call him, and you know.
Dan doesn't know he's highlighted on screen at the moment.
What was that?
Dan doesn't know he's highlighted on screen at the moment.
You can be highlighted? Oh.
You will not be shut off.
Oh, because I put him there, he's there?
No, I did it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not seeing it.
You're not seeing yourself?
Well, I'm.
Oh, yeah, down here, he's not.
See, if I shut the presentation off, then it goes back to Zep talking. Now whoever talks will have the focus.
Oh, Sheila?
Yeah?
This dog shit's going crazy here.
What's dog shit doing?
He said something about you said you had to buy a ticket, and he insists that you have to buy his nuts in your mouth, Sheila.
How much do they cost?
What the hell is he talking about? Where is he?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm communicating him through spiritual means. He's like a voice. He's he's a spirit. He's it's like The Exorcist.
Did you have someone in your life named John that died?
You have to buy his nuts in your mouth, Sheila. He's communicating with me through the Spreecast direct message.
He's also communicating with me through the Spreecast, but to me, he's talking about Mark.
Yeah, well, that's weird because he could actually. If he's communicating with you, why doesn't he just communicate with you? It's strange. Like, why couldn't he just tell you that himself?
Exactly.
Shy. Dog shit shy.
Plus, I'm communicating with the other chatters from the other show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see they didn't like my comments about Mark. I see they didn't like.
Who is Humpty Dumpty?
I don't know who that is. But
he came in here for a minute.
He's not a fan of mine. I don't know whoever he is.
Well, it's funny. All the non-fans came in here, but they didn't say shit and they left.
I just don't understand who could be a non-fan of yours.
I know. Well, there's some people have to be contrarian anyway. Most of the people are supportive of me, but
you don't take sides. You're right.
I've even won over Born Mush. He was against me, but now he's.
I was just gonna say, Born Mush was also against me initially, and now he's pretty nice to me.
Born's alright. Mike's a good guy.
I think that Boogie has very funny lines, and Frog Legs. Frog isn't always on. They have some funny lines. Clear gets some good lines in. Clear's pretty mean.
But it's weird with the Humpty Dumpty because, I mean, there's no Humpty Dumpty or anything close to that in the chat, but they're Humpty Dumpty here on
But maybe that's their
YouTube
YouTube handle.
No, I know.
I bet you we could find them over in Dog Shed.
Oh, in Dog Shed, I see.
I'm sure. Well, actually, I don't remember Humpty Dumpty there.
But, I mean, do they not never say anything in the actual chat of the show? That seems hard to believe.
Some don't.
Frog Shit just apologized to me for the nuts in my mouth joke.
That sounds insincere.
I know.
At least it's paleo.
Is it healthy for Lyme disease? That's the real question.
It falls under the autoimmune.
Take a bite out of the dog's nuts.
Mixed
nuts.
Is it healthy for cancer?
Same thing. Why? Who has cancer?
I do.
You have cancer? Did we know that? Or are you just telling us this?
I didn't. I haven't really. Well, I haven't spoken to anybody up until tonight. But,
sorry to hear that.
I don't think I think I talked a little bit about cancer. I've thrown a couple of lines out about kidney cancer and.
Yeah.
That's what you have.
I think one night somebody. Do you remember the night we're talking about cancer, or they were talking about kidneys? It's a couple of nights ago.
Oh.
Yeah, and I thought I got self-conscious. I'm like,
oh yeah,
there was somebody who was saying like, who would you give your kidney to? So and so.
Yeah.
So and so.
So I made one comment. I said, I would take it. I could use it, but I didn't really want to go there. I didn't really want to share. But yeah, I only have one. I had the other one removed about a year ago.
Are you okay?
I'm sorry?
Are you doing okay?
I'm great.
In remission, or?
I am. We're monitoring a couple of things. I go to MD Anderson, which is the Sloan Kettering of Houston. Right. I go every 3 months. We're monitoring a bunch of things. I just had to get another test yesterday, and I'm maintaining. My biggest problems are what I like to call old guy problems, just stuff that we all deal with after we turn 50. So, yeah, I mean, I live an active life around. I fly to different cities every week for my work. I come home, I play 2 rounds of golf every weekend.
Nice.
And it hasn't slowed down at all. So.
Next time I'm up in Houston, I'll give you a call. We'll go and play around.
Vasher, I live on a golf course. You come up here and you will enjoy yourself.
I'll definitely drop you a note next time because my son lives in Houston, so I'm up there all the time.
I live out in a little fantasy land. You get a kick out of this. It's fun.
Which area?
Yeah, we're in West Fort Bend County, right at the edge of the county, in a little town called Fulshear. And I live in a gated community that has a golf course and a bunch of lakes. Next time I come on, I'll show you some pictures of the gators that sit outside my patio every sunset. It's pretty amazing for a Jersey guy, right? But this is where I've ended up. But it's a cool place.
I'm a Boston guy down here, so.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd love to have you. That'd be great. You'd get a kick out of it.
No, heck yeah. I like playing golf on any course anytime. I grew up across the street from a golf course. I never had to pay for a ball in my life. They would always overshoot the 9th hole, and they didn't put my front yard. I just go daily and collect them.
That's great. That's great. So Sheila, I find myself listening to all of your health discussions intently because I don't juice, but I NutriBullet, and I watch very carefully what I eat most of the time.
I don't either. I use a blender. So
yeah, I love my NutriBullet because it just gives me you get all the skins and the seeds and you get everything that you need.
Hey,
is the NutriBullet juicing?
No, it's more like blending.
It is not juicing.
Like a
it's
puree?
more like smoothing. Yeah. But you get everything in the fruit. I'm sorry.
Is that NutriBullet small enough to travel with easily? I've been wondering about that.
They actually sell very cool travel bags, and they have multiple sizes of cups, and they actually have a little container that keeps things cool in a cooler. They've thought it out really, really well. So, yeah, you can travel with it pretty extensively.
I saw them at Costco the other day. They have them.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
I'll
tell you, yeah, they start around $49, and then the Pro goes up to about $98. I'll tell you a quick story. I bought this thing last year. I started living with it every day, and then the kids needed something to buy me for Christmas, so I thought there was another one that had a better blade on it, so they bought it for me, and it turns out it's the lesser version. Right? The one I had a nice metal base, and it had 3 cups, but I had promised my niece in college that she could take it back to school with her, so she ended up with my good NutriBullet, and I ended up with the low version of it. It's just funny. I kept trying to convince her. Trying to convince her she didn't need it, but I guess I'd already committed. So, but I'm a believer. I have a handful of kale and a handful of blueberries every day.
Yep, me too.
Not me.
People saw me drinking one of my green drinks, and somebody asked if I was drinking a candle, which was pretty funny.
Yeah, I most of my drinks end up coming out green, and I think of Robin every time I drink it, and I always smirk and laugh and think how funny this is. But at the end of the day, I really feel like it's making a difference. I had, in the middle of this thing, they found a number of, they wouldn't call them masses, they called them tumors, and then 3 months later, with no drugs, they shrunk to a point where they were no longer being considered, and I feel like that was my immune system that really kicked in.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I became a very big, because I was about to go on clinical trial medicine, and that kind of changes your life. Once you commit to clinical trial medicine, it's a different world, and the fact that I was able to avoid that was very cool. So Eitan, I was a tail of ham and hard roll guy for my whole life, but it turned me into this guy that actually does eat wheatgrass. It's funny. Although I did have a Taylor ham sandwich today in honor of National Taylor Ham Day, which it was in Trenton, New Jersey today.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do if I had to adopt a really healthy diet.
Well, listen, you're talking to a guy who ships hot dogs from Belmar and Long Branch to Texas twice a summer so that I can get windmill hot dogs in.
Huh? What happened?
Lost his audio.
Well,
Oh.
it was just getting to the crucial part of the story.
Yeah. I think it says Carrie muted.
No, she just muted him, but he wasn't muted before.
But I think
I was just saying that what the hell's going on?
There you go.
I unmuted him.
Yeah, but he wasn't muted, though. Carrie did that after Frank fixed him.
How did I do that?
So, oh no.
Are you drawing on him?
I think
Is Carrie
my
drawing
pen
on me
touched
while I'm
my
off
thing.
cam? All right.
So where is he?
So anyway, I ordered these hot dogs from Long Branch,
Oh my God.
and I'm a hot dog connoisseur for Christ's sakes. I order hot dogs from all over the world.
Nothing wrong with that.
Hot Dog of the Month Club.
Hot dog. I get some from Sabret. I get some from Schick House.
Wow.
I get some pizza from Famous Ray's.
All right. Now,
Wiener Schnitzel. You got Wiener Schnitzel up there?
Wiener Schnitzel?
Where I am is a
Do
big
we have that?
Czech.
In Texas.
Multiple
no, it's not
Czech
really a
colonies, and
No,
you can
well, I
get
mean,
Wiener Schnitzel.
no.
That's the
Excellent
name of
Wiener
our
Schnitzel.
takeout place. Yeah, it is, Carrie. Wiener Schnitzel.
In fact, if you come, I will take you
So where
to
is
a
he? He can't
place.
come back?
He's here. Can't you see him?
No.
He's here.
Can you hear him? He's talking.
You. Dancing. You guys can't see him?
I can. I can see him. You're talking about Ive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Carrie. I think you have to. Well, she can't even.
Did you
see.
click on somebody's picture? And they're the ones who are focused now?
Maybe. I'll be right back. I'll try to come back.
You
No, you don't have to,
presented
you don't have to
to.
log out. Just look on your thing. Is somebody's picture on all the time?
Yeah.
Just click on the picture so it drops off, and then it'll go to live. I just put Ive on as presented. So everybody is seeing him right now. I'll take it all
I don't
out.
see him. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And hear him.
Yeah, we go. Yeah, everybody else will see it. You're fine. Yeah, anybody who's not from Texas wouldn't know of Wiener Schnitzel, as it's called.
Yeah, so there's a good place here. You would get a kick out of it. The chef is Austrian, comes out of the kitchen and sits with you and has a glass of wine. It's a pretty cool place.
Yeah, sounds it.
So have we lost Sheila and Carrie?
Nope,
No, I'm here. Can you not see me?
I can't.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
What the hell? I can see
She's
it.
up at the top in a blue. I think I messed this thing up really bad. I'm the technical guy here, and
Okay, Sheila's presented to everybody now. She should be the only picture on.
I now present you, Sheila.
there was only one video in the other room. There's a lot of chatters in the other room, but the only guy on video is Mark with no shirt on, I might add.
Right.
He's dancing in his boxer.
Yeah, he was dancing before.
Yeah, I'm not going there.
Oh, they're trying to get him to show his tits. This is
But
perfect.
he was
So they're
already
fucking
dancing
harassing the
totally.
shit out of him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then they criticize
God.
me. I don't have anything against him. I just find him,
No, when you came out with
have-
"Stop, we don't care," I almost
Right.
pissed myself last night.
Well, he was on one of the earliest things when I was ever even on. I don't know if it was the first or second time I was on, where she was trying to get people to take him to the strip club in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
And even
That's
then,
what
I
was
said,
awesome.
she said, "Well, why don't you want to take him?" I'm like, "Why not?" Because I don't want to party with Mark for a weekend. That's what I said. That was the first time I ever even saw him.
I remember that, the Tabitha
Yeah.
Stevens.
Yeah.
Right. He's like, but don't you want to do it? No, why not? Because I don't want to party with Mark for a week.
Well, yeah, but you've always been that way. Your first time on the show, you ripped her apart. You said, that's not a song.
Right.
Yeah,
well, she played me that Lever song, quote unquote song of like, I'm a homo, I'm a whatever that was.
Yeah.
And then she played me Dr. Lee, or whatever she was playing, all these insane musical monstrosities. Yeah, and then
He didn't rip her apart. She was telling him the chords to play, and he said, "No, those aren't the chords."
oh yeah, on her own song, on her Domina song, yeah, she was like, "Play this, this, and this." Well, that does not. We're working for me. That's not working. Yeah, I think that was that might have been the second time I was on, because the first time I was having technical difficulties.
All right, help me. What is the blue camera?
Yeah, I see that on everyone else's, but not online.
What is that? How do I get rid of that?
It takes a picture or something.
I can do away with that. I think I turned it on. I'm not sure what it did. That's why I turned it on. It was called Cameraman. It's the blue camera image on the side. Let me see. Can I shut it off? No, I don't have an option.
We're losing people. Carrie left.
I'm still here.
No, I just turned my camera off. That wasn't right. I just killed my camera. Here we go.
Look at the comment I just posted.
Show live monitor.
The live chat module will appear to the right of the video player only when your event is active. Where's the video player? Live chat module only exists on the YouTube watch pages. So it's got to be on that other page.
Yeah. And is that how we start the chat for over there?
It sounds like it. Somebody found this. I forget already.
Hold on. I see the YouTube button on the bottom now. YouTube needs your permission. Oh, I'm not keeping the permission button to allow it though. It disappears from the screen too fast. Continue.
You're looking at the other page with the
I'm using on the left hand side the little red YouTube button on the very bottom.
But you're in the other window.
Yeah.
Right?
Let me look. Is it doing anything over on the YouTube page?
I must have closed that window.
Yeah, I did too. Let me open it back up. My channel, there we go. I'll mute this really. Okay, I'm still muted. Live control run.
You're not muted. We can hear you.
Yeah. No, I'm not muted. I'm trying to find how to turn that chat on. I was hoping that pushing this button on this side would do it, but I'm not seeing it now. I'm not seeing it do anything on this page when I push it. Now I don't have that option. That's odd. That little red arrow's gone off the top. Let me see. It moved. I'm not seeing where it's doing anything though. How the heck do you enable chat here? Nope, I'm not seeing how to turn that chat on still. No, I'll play with that tomorrow. There we go. Well, I just found how to boot people from here.
Do you know you can also hand the controls over to somebody else, I read? So, like when Ryan left the show yesterday, I think he could have clicked on the little drop-down arrow on one of our names and handed control over to somebody else in the room. Try it. I'm just curious. If you click on that little arrow on one of our
yeah.
faces, what are your options?
Hide from broadcast, present to everybody, profile, eject, and mute. I'm not seeing how I can transfer power to you. That's what I was just going to do.
That doesn't.
I can bring your audio up. Talk now, see if you're a lot louder.
La 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 la.
Yeah. Yeah, I can control your audio. I can ban your audio and your video. I can ban you, but I'm not seeing how to pass control.
But can you ban Soleil for the Central Payton?
I'm still trying to figure out how to get my picture back here.
It's okay anyway.
I can now do Dr. Ivan to myself. Let's see if I can figure this out. Oh, it's not letting me do it. Do I have to do somebody else? You do it daytime. Nope, it's not letting me draw on him either. Oh well. I will play with the toys tomorrow. I'll never know if I'll never do another one of these again anyways. Apps. Add apps. Draw Ring Central. So there's a whole shitload of apps you can add onto this. If you go to the very bottom, those 3 dots. This is what Carrier likes, the Scoot Doodle.
I don't even know what I'm looking at. Q&A, what's Q&A?
That's where we couldn't get to work.
This is, there's definitely a enterprise level collaboration tool purpose to a lot of what you see here. You see a lot of connect to Hotmail, a lot of connect to Yahoo. There's a lot that they built in that I just don't think took off.
Could be, yeah.
But there's a significant amount of collaboration functionality in this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine some of this functionality in Spreecast, which is kind of what we're trying to talk about. You know?
I know, that's what's unbelievable. I mean, this is so far more advanced. That's what's. I don't understand. I was saying this the other day. I don't understand how they can compete with anything if what they're selling is so limited versus something you could do for free here.
Well, what's interesting, they start, they're a bootstrap video presentation company, right? And they're trying to become a broadcast platform, whereas Google Plus started its life out as competitive to Facebook, right? And they're and all they did was Google just kept buying companies, and of course their currency was so strong that they were buying billion-dollar companies with the ability to just attach emails, for Christ's sakes. I mean, they just had a huge currency. So what you see here is basically Facebook on steroids, unused.
Right.
And Spreecast is changing their platform over the next 4 months too. They're going to make it much less processor heavy than they have been, because they understand that a lot of people have a hard time with their system. I mean, as soon as I go live, I lose 3/4 of my audio. That's why I'm always sitting here going, trying to hear what the hell they're saying to me. I don't want to refresh.
I haven't been using the Ethernet connection, and it's been fine.
That is a silly requirement. If you expect for people to be able to join, and just it coming out of Elisa's mouth is almost it's like the beginning of the comedy. But you can't expect people to be cabled to their router. I mean, it's just impractical with the way people live.
Yeah, now it is. And actually, when I'm on my kid's laptop, I have absolutely no problem off Wi-Fi. My audio return is fine. There's not an issue at all.
Well, I should probably go. I've got to walk my dog.
Yeah, I should go to sleep.
Ooh, it's getting late.
Tomorrow.
You gotta walk your dog?
I'm sorry, but all I have to do tomorrow is play golf. So.
Attaboy.
That's all.
Actually, I may get up and go fishing in the morning. I haven't gone up with myself in a while.
I'm gonna go too.
What are you gonna do
All right.
tomorrow, Rayton?
I don't know. I might maybe work out some music. I don't know. I belong to this group on Facebook where we do things on a weekly theme,
Oh yeah, you were saying that.
and they announce the theme like at midnight on Friday. But so maybe I'll think of something to
That's
do.
cool.
Violent
Yeah.
Femmes.
What?
Violent Femmes. Add it up.
Doesn't fit the theme though.
I know, but you can still do it on your own.
I don't. Yeah, it's kind of lost. No, I mean it goes on and on. I don't know. I mean I don't rule it out. I don't rule it out, but I'm not that motivated to do something so. It doesn't seem like it would work by myself, is what I'm saying. Lately, I've been doing things with other people, so they're doing all the hard work, and then I just sing it. But I haven't done that many things by myself recently.
Well, I like all your covers.
But I need to write another song for my album. I have 11 songs. And I want
Are you working on an album, right?
What?
You're working on an album?
Yeah, I have 11 songs. I need a 12th song, and that's what I want. I want 12. I already have 11 recorded.
Well, I'm voting for Disney Girls. I think that would.
No, I got no covers on there. I got
no covers?
Yeah. No, I don't have any covers on. I've never put a cover on the album. I've done covers that I've recorded for compilations or other things, but not that I've put on my own albums.
I was surprised at how many covers you had out on YouTube. I mean,
well, that's because most of it is from this group that I belong to. As I said, they have a weekly theme, so most of it is from that. I'm just doing it for these various themes, so it makes you come up with. I mean, you can write in the group. You can write originals too, but a lot of times you just do a cover. And sometimes people are inviting me to do it with them. Like they'll do all the other instruments, and I'll just sing, or I invite them to help me, or whatever.
Is it an open group?
It's closed, but if you know somebody, you can basically get in.
The guy Mitchell that I introduced you to that took to your music, so he plays.
Yeah, I mean, conceivably he could get in if he's into doing something like that.
He goes up to the boardwalk every weekend when the weather's nice. He just sits there and he plays music all day on the boardwalk. I mean, it's just it's a great way to pass the afternoon, quite frankly.
Yeah, it's nice.
No, sitting and playing is always fun. Alrighty, you guys.
Yeah,
folks. This off. It's that time of night.
Good seeing everyone.
I genuinely enjoyed it. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. You're more than welcome.
See you soon.
See you guys later.
See you later.
See you all more.
Bye.
How do I end?